with Polygon Pythagoras. MetaMask, yeah, crypto cash. Yeah, I seen the metaverse through Metatope. My eyes a megaphone. Customize my empty skin to optimize my flesh and bone. Phase 1 evolution, revolution. Smart contracts inside your smartphone. Phase 1 evolution, revolution. Help me ET phone. Whole body markerless motion capture. The metaverse broken after the Metatope golden era. The whitelist still open. Hurry up, what you need? Golden chariot. Holy virgins that's holding cherubims, paving the road with fairy dust. Create the avatar of your wildest dreams, yeah, and use it inside your live stream. And all your metaverses, favorite games in widescreen. Metatope, visualize your digital.
What up, what up, what up? Figure I'd get a little fun start with some Diesel, DJ Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. I don't know if anyone had a chance to see him live, but it's actually pretty fun. It's entertaining, more or less. I know that's kind of Walker's wub wub music, but I think for some of us that the wub wub gives you a headache. Just kidding, it doesn't give me a headache. But what's going on, guys? Welcome into the TopeTalk. Thanks everyone for stopping in early. We appreciate everyone in the audience getting here on time. And yeah, let's start introducing some people on the stage here real quick. If you want to go ahead and share, retweet, like the space, please help us grow an audience here so we can really dive into some fun stuff and vibe out. What's going on, Walker? Happy Thursday. How you doing, man?
Yo, doing great, bro. Yeah, you know, I love them wubs. One of these days, I'll take you down there and let you borrow some of my Lululemon clothes so you look cool and show you how to dance. In the meantime, if you don't mind, if you would send me an invite to co-host, and I'll help you, just bring people up and stuff. And just so everybody knows, I'm a little upset at Daddy Elon, because I moved my mutant over to my ledger, and I did not change my profile picture. I just re-verified, and I still lost my check mark. Not happy about it.
Yeah, they probably double sound there. Walker, they caught on to you, man. Elon's not stupid. He's got to make sure he takes that check mark away from you and really goes in there and verifies. Make sure you're from Alabama. Make sure that you got a really cool mutant ape and stuff. I mean, they're gonna take their sweet time. It took me about a week and a half to get my check mark back. So get comfortable.
All he told me was to send him a selfie in my Lulus.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. What's going on, Crypto Medic? How you doing today, man?
What's up, my brother? Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. I think they came to my door. They asked me for my firstborn, something like that. I don't know what he's up to these days. I might have been missing for 3 weeks. 3 weeks I've been waiting just because I changed my profile pic, Elon. What the hell? Anyway, I'm glad everybody's here. Appreciate everybody coming out, getting into the new year. Things are starting to look up. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of things to talk about. We got some great guests today. Good to see everybody.
For sure. We got our man across the entire pond, Mr. Enzo, boom, fiance, Topian, yay! What's up, Enzo?
Yo, how's it going, guys? Dude, that music that you picked out for the intro was, dude, that was some good music. Walker has some good taste, if that's what Walker wants to, I guess. But dude, I had no idea that if you change your profile picture, your blue check mark goes away. So you guys pay $3 to have the check mark, but if you change the picture,
$8 or $11.99, depending on if you purchased on Apple or PC.
Oh, wow, dude. Oh, man, he's just making bank off people and not even giving them the blue check if they change their picture. That's insane. We got to talk to Elon. We got to get Elon on the space.
Yeah, we really do. He needs to come in here and answer these questions. This is just very important stuff, and he needs to take time out of his schedule for us.
I think that Elon would come in here if we had a video of Enzo and Shelly headbanging, no check mark, to the Dirty Diesel music, and you just shout out Daddy Elon. He'll come through.
Yeah, it's funny. It was Halloween and Aoki came to Tampa, so it was like this carnival. So you got all these rides, and you got this area for the concert, and it started off with Diesel, and then Aoki came up. He's throwing all these cakes at people, and then all of a sudden they launched that song, "Welcome to the Playhouse." It was like the first time they've ever played it, and yeah, it just for some reason when I started this space, I'm like, let's do some wub wub for Walker, and then that song just came to mind because it's something funny when you're just like staring at like a 7-foot tall guy jumping up and down like to wubby music, and all you can think about is him like slam dunking and like basketball. So it's just shows that, you know, there's so much you can do with your life, and to never, you know, like in his case, he just keeps going and just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Guy's probably going to live forever. He doesn't want to get bored. And I mean, typically, you know, once you retire, you got like a 5-year life expectancy after that. So I'm excited. It was really cool. And I love how that music pumped you up, Enzo.
What? A 5-year life expectancy?
Oh yeah, bro.
God,
Once you retire, you're done, bud. You're done. Your body just your mind gives up. You're like, you know what? Got nothing to do. This must be the end. What's up, ApeStar? How you doing, guys? Thanks for jumping up here.
Hey, thanks for having me all the way from Enterprise, Alabama. I see all the ApeStarLine fam in the audience. I appreciate you guys coming out and showing some love and support. Happy to be here.
Yeah, Mr. Walker's from Alabama. How far is that from you, Walker?
Oh my God, I know Enterprise. I know Enterprise. I spent some time there with some friends that played baseball there. I also dated a young lady. She was Miss Enterprise at one point in time. So yeah, that's crazy. Small world. I think we had some time to talk. We came into your guys' space, courtesy of Crypto Medic. Yeah, maybe roll tide.
Roll Tide.
So I'm from Birmingham, or really about 30 minutes south of Birmingham, Sylacauga, Alabama. Population of about 500 people. No, just kidding, like 15,000, but extremely small. So I'm very familiar with the beautiful Alabama. There's no better sunsets in the world. But I have to say, Alabama's great. Florida's great. I think what makes the Alabama sunset so beautiful are because of like the terrain and the mountains, and you have a very unique mixture of like mountain ranges, trees, water, which gives a very nice reflection, and then you also have a lot of humidity in Alabama, so it gives a beautiful reflection. But don't forget to touch some grass, and why not do it while the sun's going down?
Yeah, I love it here. I'm actually from Enterprise, and my dad was military, so we traveled all over the world. And then when I had kids of my own, I was like, time to go home. Time to go home where the grass is green, the skies are blue, and people are friendly and wave at you when the cars go by.
Beep, beep.
Yeah, now Walker's in Florida. I'm based out of Tampa, and yeah, I'm too busy trying not to get hit by these people. No one's waving. They're just not seeing me at all. Um, Me or my dog sometimes. And yeah, so that's the difference, I guess, between Florida and Alabama is you got nicer people.
Yeah,
Nope.
Enterprise is like a retirement like area, being right outside Fort Rucker and stuff. And so the people here they've seen some things. so in their glory days, they just want to smile and wave.
Yeah, no Lululemon in Enterprise, Alabama, Chris. So you
Oh
gotta
no.
come down. We're gonna show you how to do it. Nick Saban and cold beer. If you don't like it, get out.
Well, yeah, I mean, what I was going to say is you're going to show me how to just drive through the city. That was pretty much all I was going to do. Maybe wave, just keep a hand out the window like it's a parade.
There is no city.
I actually just waved. I just waved in person like I was actually there. I don't know why I did that.
I was just fixing to say, if you wave an Enterprise, by the time you put your hand down, you've gone through the city.
Nice. So, I guess a lot of people in Enterprise like NFTs, right? They all know what's going on.
Absolutely not. But that's the beauty of it, right? Because that gives me plenty of people to educate and lots of people to talk to about things. I sport my ApeStarLine hoodie around everywhere I go. I know I went and looked at a house the other day for my folks, and the guy who was doing the inspection recognized the Ape logo on the chest as being like a Bored Ape Yacht Club similarity, and so he just kind of it piqued his interest for a second. He was like, "So you do like NFTs and stuff?" And he looked super like just praying and hoping I was going to say yes.
That's funny. What do you guys think about the like this weather that kind of is going through? I mean, you guys just had snow, right? Did it snow in Enterprise?
It did not. It's tornado season here, so we just actually had a tornado siren not even an hour ago. We were under tornado warning.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's scary. Well, stay safe up there. It's kind of crazy to think like up there is one state above me, but yeah, that's that's interesting. We're down here we have the hurricanes and it goes through us to get to you basically, right? Or sometimes skips us and it's not very fun. But let's jump into some crypto talk real quick. This market. I'm sure everyone's been keeping an eye on. So when you see seeing green candles and green percentage signs, it's a good sight. But I saw my buddy Value in Time. Was walking this morning, get himself a cup of Joe, and he was like, "This could be an exit. Is this an exit liquidity? Is that what we're seeing here? Is this thing going to bounce down? What non-financial advice? What's your thoughts on yesterday and today's market, Walker?
Man, I've had this conversation quite a few times now, and like you said, not financial advice. All speculation. At the end of the day, nobody knows, but what an awesome opportunity it is to have a conversation, and to try to kind of put ourselves, ahead of the game. So I wasn't surprised. I think we talked about this in some recorded spaces, and everybody should go back, check those out. Guys, please tweet out this space. It just takes 2 seconds. We're about to drop some hot alpha. But yeah, coming into Christmas time, that is typically a season where you see a lot of tax loss harvesting, people locking in those losses to get the deductions, and to limit the amount of money that they have to give away. And we all know taxes are so fun. Oh my God, they make me happy. And, coming into such a young market, right? Like I said it, like there was this idea that I had that we were going to have this Christmas time liquidity. And I think that's exactly what we saw. If you think about the demographic here, I would actually even argue that there's more people in this demographic giving gifts than receiving gifts, right? Because there's like that age in life where you kind of hit the critical mass and you begin to give away more than you receive. I believe that the demographic here receives more than they give still. I think a lot of that entered the market. Everybody's at home. They're hanging out. They've got time on their hands. They're bored. They're buying gifts anyway, right? They're in a spending mood. And I think a lot of money entered into the market. Well, and that feeds very nicely into the first week of Q1, right? And then you have like the more traditional capital and investment that tends to roll in as they're repositioning for the coming year. That is, I think that's a pretty good thesis. I'm sure there's a lot of things I'm not accounting for, but then moving into the sustainability of the pump, right? So what I think is more likely than not is that we see interest rate hike pause. Um, for those who don't know, interest rates have been rising for quite some time now. That makes debt much more expensive, makes mortgages a lot higher, right? Buying cars, financing anything. And typically, right, you look over the past 30 years, the U.S. gets in trouble, the global economy gets in trouble, macro environment isn't looking good, and the big daddy Fed comes in, they turn on the money printer, they let it ride, trillions of dollars flying out. And that was, the big liquidity that we saw during the pandemic. We printed like 65% of the M1 money supply. Just absolutely crazy. Very, very bad for the long-term health of the U.S. dollar and the economy. But, I do not think that the Federal Reserve, that the U.S. dollar for that matter, is in a position where it can sustain more printing or an interest rate slowdown, right? So for them to reverse trend and to start to lower interest rates. And so what I suspect is that this pump could stop at any time. However, I think that we get another pump when they pause interest rate hikes. And that'll be a great catalyst, a lot of positive momentum, a lot of energy. And then at some point in time, the market is going to admit, all right, because the smart investors, I think they're anticipating, but you have, retail that really has no idea. And at some point, the smart money is going to say, hey, this is it. There's no more retail to pump into this market. We know the Federal Reserve cannot step in. And that is the moment where you're going to get the real capitulation down to the ultimate bottoms where we build a strong foundation to go back to all-time highs. I don't think we're super far. Could we see another 50% capitulation in markets? Yes, I think we could. However, what's amazing with crypto in this space, I think we've already seen a much deeper capitulation. So I don't think there's as far to go down. And the people who are here today, I believe 90+% of the individuals who are participating in this market right now will be here regardless of where the capitulation goes. And that is exciting.
Yeah, yeah, and I'll tell you what, I just 2x'd an NFT called Feet Picks. I feel like I'm very bullish now. I think people are buying. If they're buying Feet Picks right now, then that's a good sign that we possibly could have NFT bottomed. I mean, pixelated feet are that's an all-time. That's an all-time low for me. I typically buy, something that I resonate with, like a camel or an elephant or something cool, like a seal or a panda. But yeah, I picked up some Feet Picks, and then when I flipped it, it flipped so quick. I thought that someone bought it before I even listed it. So
Actually, Chris, and I'm very interested. Like, I want to know what your cycle was, like where you saw the feet, because I still haven't seen them. But obviously they've done very well. And then two things. I saw him somewhere. I don't remember which influencer it was, but it's
what, Feet
somebody.
Picks?
Yes, with the feet pics. He's somebody that does a lot of TA. I don't. It may have been Pinto. She's somebody. And just so you know, because you said, hey, like feet pics are pumping, it must not be over. But in reality, a lot of times the exit liquidity flows to the dumbest shit because that's where they can really pump the bags before they pull out. However, I don't remember which influencer it was. May have been Pintoshi, but they said I woke up this morning and I saw this, what I analyzed very quickly as a stupid project and looked at it as exit liquidity. And then he said, hey, I think there's a lot more to it. So I don't
Yeah,
think
I saw that too, Walker. And really, it was that in a mix of like another post of like kind of like the TA lines of if it went below like 0.05 and then went or it stayed above that, then it was going to go to the next leg if it hit like 0.07, and that's what it's done so far, which is interesting. I mean, people are taking something that is completely a meme, just like we did in a different when you're bullish, and it's fluctuating like a actual chart versus these ones that just go like up a little bit and then they just fail. People get bored and move on. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool to see. Actually, I'm enjoying watching the chart. Maybe I'll buy another feed pick when it does take another dip, but to have a chart to see and sell at a 2x, which has been trending as it's like high as it keeps topping, it's like the TA for NFTs is back on that versus the other projects. So that was cool. But I also look for what's on trending, right? Try to find something that's trending in volume. And by volume, look at the demand, see if there's any buy orders in there, or if it's heavy on the sells, that it's hitting like a wall, and then maybe that's why it's trending. But yeah, those are just some like ways to DYOR if you're just gonna do a non-emotional trade. But yeah, guys, let's jump into some ApeStarLine talk here. I'd love to hear about this, everything that they're doing over there. And I know that we've had some previous discussion with you guys as well on Spaces. So thanks for joining us and being a guest with us here.
Thank you for having me. In addition to what you guys were just talking about, I think the bear market really did a great job at flushing out the people who aren't really intended to be here long term. You know, the projects that are going to be stronger and the ones that are going to be around the longest, they spent their time in the bear market building and strengthening their communities, focusing on their art, building on their utilities that have long-term value. And I think that that's kind of what we're seeing now is a lot of the weaker projects that couldn't stand the heat have now left the fire, and the stronger projects are in it for a long haul. And so it's kind of focusing the attention on the projects that are going to push us into this bull market of people who are putting in all the work.
Completely agree. You know, this is a great time to get rid of bad actors, as it's been, you know, bad actors has been like the most commonly used word lately. Words, but yeah, it's very true. Got to get rid of some of the crud out there and make way for eyeballs to you know. I think a lot of it helps them learn their own DYOR patterns so that they get in front of real projects, and I think that helps. So this cycle that we just experienced with crap also helps you learn from your mistakes and trains you to be a better investor, trader, or hodler.
So I'm ApeStarLine MM, Misty McElhaney, and I represent the ApeStarLine LLC family. Shout out to all the people in the audience who came to support today. I appreciate you guys. ApeStarLine is a Web3 building company for NFT projects. You know, we just mentioned a little bit about building in the bear market, and there are a lot of really great projects with a lot of great teams and communities that maybe don't have the strength behind them to continue building and to focus on what it is that they want to accomplish. And so we bring those projects in under the ApeStarLine LLC, and we build with them. We build websites, we do mint drops, and we do merch and just all kinds of things to help projects strive and succeed into the next level until they can really get their footing solid and kind of deliver things to their communities by gaining knowledge through other people in the ApeStarLine community. We have recently acquired the IVAC collection, the Island Voyage Ape Club. It had previously been under the umbrella with the Atlantic Voyage Ape Club, and Atlantic Voyage Ape Club has now grown so large that they are building their own corporation. And IVAC has now acquired ApeStarLine as a partner. So we are building Island Voyage Ape Club now and taking it to the next level. This includes the ApeStarLine Business District, which we host in the Second Life platform. For those who don't know, Second Life is a 20-year-old platform that was used for role-playing and building and things like that over the last 2 decades, but has since stepped their feet forward into technology and trying to update all of their stuff to become very Web3 specific. They do have VR capabilities, and because it is a 20-year-old platform, they provide a lot of really awesome things, including attention to detail and stuff in your buildings and your lands and just all kinds of things that you want to build as structures in your metaverse. What we have done is we have purchased 4 Sims, the ApeStarLine Metaverse, or the Business Verse, as people have started calling it. And we have placed businesses, housing, venues, and things that other NFT projects and our holders can use in the metaverse. And basically what happens is if you get an IVAC ape, which is currently being updated to the new art and the new utilities due to our acquisition, those apes will come with Metaverse ID passes, which have businesses, homes, and a bunch of different perks and utilities attached to them. If you are fortunate enough to get an ape that has the business attached to it, you will receive a business property in the business verse that you can open an in real life business there. Once you have your business license, your TIN, your LLC, or however it is that you want to pursue your business, we build websites for you. And when people walk through the metaverse with VR and have their avatars, they can actually go shopping for real products and services to the business that you've created. Our website is under development now with all the updates for IVAC. It includes a business directory. So all of the metaverse businesses will be on there with products and services and QR codes leading to their websites. And of course, there's things there that you can do that are just for fun. We have a casino that hosts poker tournaments. We have a clubhouse. The ASL gallery where other NFT projects can do drops and or reveals and, you know, different artists type events to showcase different collections and much, much more. And so we're currently organizing, because now we have to add IVAC to everything. So the Discord is getting upgraded, the business district is getting upgraded, the avatars are getting upgraded, and everything's moving at a really fast pace. So if you haven't had an opportunity to sweep an IVAC ape, I would go ahead and do that, because the floor price, being is that the collection was previously under different management, is somewhere between like $11 and $20 an ape. So if you think about it, $11 and $20 an ape to gain a better real estate is a hell of a deal. So I mean, if you go in there and get it now, you'll be airdropped your new ape in the near future. And of course, in our Discord, you could follow IVAC in its channel, and there are daily updates that get reported there.
Yeah, that was a lot of information. I love it. I was like trying to like Google. I was actually on like OpenSea trying to look at the projects. I was trying to get on Twitter, and by the time I was looking at it, you had something else for me to look at.
It is a lot. Like it's massive. So, you know, I'm really proud of this business first that we created. I previously was a small business owner, lost my business due to COVID. I was in business for 5 years. I owned a gamer bakery. I'm a big gamer. And it was kind of devastating. You know, it hurt my family, it hurt my children, it hurt our finances, and just all kinds of things. And I thought about all the other families in the world that had kind of succumbed to something similar. The beauty about having a business in the business district is you can own and operate a real business that does products and services without having to be present 24 hours a day. You don't have the financial burden of owning a brick and mortar. You don't have to have employees there. You don't have to provide your products in real time. So like if you own, like when I owned a bakery, I had to constantly throw away cookies and just all kinds of things, because, you know, you have to update your items fresh daily and this kind of thing. And so there was all this product waste and all of these things. These things don't exist in the metaverse. You can have your items on display there, but people can click a QR code, go to your shop, and they can be made to order. And there's just all kinds of cool stuff. And so we also have the ApeStarLine merch store, which is one of the largest businesses that's in the business district right now. And it's being updated with all of the IVAC merch and stuff. And you can click on items in the merch store and your avatar receives it. And you can wear, you know, ApeStarLine hoodies on your avatar walking around the business district. We have a concert stage. There's going to be music NFT performers there in the metaverse. We have bumper boats, a lazy river. Like, I mean, it's really, really big, and I've worked really hard on it. And I want to provide something amazing to our community. And so moving forward, you know, we expect to have a massive number. I think there's 1,100 businesses currently there with room to expand. We have other projects that have stepped in and wanted to purchase a partner pass so that I can build a sim for them next to ours, so their communities can join up with us. It's massive. There's a lot going on, and when it launches and it's open, I think it's really going to take people by surprise.
Great. Does anybody have any questions on the stage here? If anybody has any questions from the audience, you're more than welcome to come up here and ask. There's no wrong questions. So I guess like on my end, I actually appreciate that you brought up Second Life. I never got into it when I was younger, but I was very familiar with like that being, you know, something out there. And I think that like you guys will have a competitive edge against any type of competitor in this space that doesn't have that kind of knowledge or, you know, anything that understands what that was and how to, you know, use existing behaviors and fandoms from those type of people to help you grow your community. So,
yeah, the Second Life universe still has, you know, like 30,000 hourly logins, something like 300,000 daily logins. And so these are people that repetitively play Second Life on a daily basis with no utility to it. You know, they go in just for the community aspect of it. So we have implemented a lot of different things, like we have ETH fishing tournaments that will be taking place. And these tournaments are done with a hub that announces it throughout all of the Second Life sims. So all of those other 300,000 players will get a notification saying that the tournament is going live, which will invite them to the ASL metaverse. And so this is going to create this crossover right between Web3 NFT metaverse and the Second Life players who have already been there for however much time that they've been playing. It will invite them to the communities. They'll see the houses, they'll see the businesses, they'll inquire more about Web3 and NFTs. And it also creates a constant level of foot traffic, right? So these people will be walking around the metaverse, seeing your shop, seeing your stores, buying your products. And that's important to me. It's important that we have this steady stream of foot traffic. My bakery was in a shopping center, and the shopping center was in an area of town that had kind of died off. And so I didn't have the foot traffic that I really needed, and I was paying out the ass for advertisements and things to try to get people over there to see what I was doing. Well, that's not something that you have to deal with in the metaverse, because we basically subliminally advertise for you unintentionally. When we advertise these fishing tournaments and stuff, we're bringing people there. When we have a channel in our Discord that'll be specifically for the business district advertisement. So it'll be like a rolling announcement in there whenever a business has sales or percentages off or special products in stock. And so now we're building these communities, right, where all of our project partners are bringing their people in. The Discord is starting to grow. And those advertisements will be announced to them. So if you have an NFT project and you suddenly create new merch, that will advertise in the Discord to however many people we have in there. And so that's the name of the game, right? Just constantly putting those products and services out in front of people willingly who want to be exposed to it and who want to participate in buying local and support. A lot of these Web3 metaverses, they focus a lot of their attention on getting the big name companies like Coca-Cola and Tesla and Nike and all of these things, which is absolutely great. But a lot of these big name companies, they utilize the Web3 platform as kind of like it's the cool thing now, so we're doing it. But they're not really involved in communities. A lot of them don't have people that are really down on the bottom level and down with the people and getting to know what's going on. With a small business first, now you're building something specifically for the little guy, something that can benefit households all over the world, something that can bring income to third world countries who make pottery and bracelets and things like that. You're providing a business opportunity to places and people who may not have otherwise had that opportunity due to financial reasons or just lack of knowledge. We provide that knowledge. We can teach them what to do. We teach them how to operate it. We help them with the advertising and the marketing, and we really try to build. And then also the websites are going to have crypto capability, and so now you're going to be able to sell your products and goods for Dogecoin or ETH or whatever you want to do, and that's going to help find use cases for coins and things that may not have been adopted yet. Like I know Dogecoin has really been pushing hard the last couple of years to really be accepted by businesses. Well, what if we create the businesses and they automatically accept Dogecoin? Now you're talking about 1,100 new businesses that suddenly accept Dogecoin. And so all of these different financial opportunities are things that people can benefit from while operating a business, while receiving an education, and also while having, entertainment and different things that they can do, and also building a community.
For sure. That's awesome. You guys have definitely put a lot of thought into it, and it feels like you seem very genuine, and it was good to hear the emotion in your voice when you talk about how much hard work you've been putting into this. And so, yeah, I think that's fantastic, and I think people can get behind this type of business model, and it's really cool. I personally am excited to see the future of metaverses and what these type of different type of use cases and utility that will be introduced. A lot of talk in the industry, but who knows if metaverses even take off to be in any sort of competition as like a Second Life, right? So yeah, if it works for us, I think everyone in this industry will see some fantastic use cases for all the PFPs that they've collected.
And for anybody that doesn't know, OpenSea added a sweep feature. So go into the ApeStarLine, check it out. This is not financial advice, guys, but this is a strong community, good leader, and somebody who has experience in business. And at the end of the day, I hear all the time, people are terrified that AI, is going to take over. But it's not AI that's going to take over. It's the individuals who position themselves well for this next generation of technology and markets, guys. And that is what we're here for, is to build the future. Yo, Chris, I got to ask you, man, have you been looking at the Mutant Hound reveal? I mean, some absolute dimes coming out of here.
Yeah, man, and I hope Jordan keeps one tube or whatever it is for like.
He burned them all.
No, he did not.
All.
No, he didn't.
Every last one, check his wallet. He's an absolute.
Why?
Degen. He's a degen. Okay, I mean, love him or hate him. He's here. He's burning tubes. He's burning collars. Jordan Allen is the CEO of Metatope. He's a phenomenal leader. We're so lucky to have him. Yeah, but he could not hold any of the callers.
Well, why don't we segment this into Metatope, man? Why don't you give the people a little update on Topeless, and let's go from there.
Yeah, bro, for sure. You know, I think everybody here is familiar with NFTs and social media, and that is the intersection of Metatope. We wanted, you know, we saw this reality where people were so infatuated and in love with these digital assets, but there was very few ways to truly identify and embody those assets. You know, we see people photoshopping pictures of their ape, you know, using their profile picture, doing anything that they can to show off this IP. And at the same time, you know, many people know how valuable that it is going to be into the future to be able to brand and grow this art, this IP. And what we have done at Metatope is created a mobile application that allows you to fully step in, to fully embody your digital identity across your digital interactions, right? And so, you know, the front-facing camera on your phone, you click a button, and your NFT comes to life, guys. And that is the vision that we have. We've created the MT Skins collection. This was designed by Jared Morantz, world-renowned artist. He did Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Thanos, versions of all these characters. And the man is an absolute genius, guys. So, you know, we really wanted to bring a utility to this market that we knew could elevate the entire industry. And where we see such an amazing opportunity for all market participants here is to create a truly viral sense of awareness and onboarding into the NFT space, into crypto, right? Because at the end of the day, I don't know how you guys consume content, but ads suck, right? No, as soon as you know you're watching an ad, you're done. You don't want it. And so we have to find ways to develop genuine interest from individuals. And we see media changing. We see ads changing, you know, into more of an entertainment business, right? If you want the best ad, hire a good comedian. My good friend told me that. And I think he was so right. So this is an opportunity to take the existing IP in the space, to brand it across influencers, personalities, comedians, and go through the most viral channels that currently exist, which are social media. To present that content in a way where millions of consumers literally come there for it. And to present it in a way that bring those audiences joy, but just introduce the NFTs, right? To introduce the brands into that content. And it doesn't stop there, right? The opportunity to bring these assets to life, the experience for an end user, face, body, and hands in real time on a mobile device is incredible. But I think just as fun, just as exciting, is the opportunity to now to take those assets and to take digital wearables, right? Whether it could be a Gucci, it could be an Adidas. There's so many different brands that are creating digital wearables in this space that want to integrate with these existing communities, but there's very few practical applications for that. And we believe that the next step, the next place where this industry is really going to grow is inside of social media, streaming, gaming, all of these places where the attention has turned. So guys, please give the Metatope account a follow. We are here every day, every week, bringing the best in the business. So guys, we would absolutely love to have you in the community. We're doing games every week, poker tournaments, giveaways. It's a great time and it's great people. We're a fully doxed team, and we're here. We're here to elevate. We're here to learn, and we're here to share, guys. So thank you so much for being here, and let's keep it going.
Thanks, Walker. I appreciate you, man. It's always good to hear you break down with the Alabama accent. It's soothing. You're just lost in the vibe. But I caught myself staring into the sun for a second, so I'm actually blind right now. But at least I can still hear you.
Hey, dude, I've got my Lululemon shorts on.
You wearing my Lululemon shorts? You
They feel so good. I'm rolling around in the grass, baby. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's awesome, man. So, I think it's interesting. I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the market a little bit more on NFTs and stuff. I mean, there seems to be a very, very like heavy driven time by the Yuga Labs like ecosystem. And like, what are your thoughts on like how they're basically controlling like they have so much just derivatives and things that have to do with their ecosystem at like all the numbers. It reminds me of like, it just is a lot. Like if what happens if you get priced out of these things? Are you just never going to be able to get into to Yuga Labs eco?
Alpha. Okay, guys. So, I mean, you're right, Chris. Like, Yuga has positioned themselves so incredibly well. I've spoke to this before, guys, but we were in Miami. I had the opportunity to meet Gordon and Garga, and honestly, like the simplicity and the humbleness of the individuals absolutely blew me away. It was really inspiring to see, just how much that these leaders, these innovators, um, cared about their community, that cared about the individual connection and conversations, and the dreams that others had, right? Like I think that's one of the most incredible things that Yuga has done and continues to do is to involve others, and to bring their dreams to life. And Yuga owns Bored Apes, Mutant Apes, the Kennel Club, the Me Bits, the Crypto Punks, and the list goes on. So the alpha, not as many people know. Everybody knows about those big brands that Yuga owns, but there's another one. There's another one lurking in the shadows. We forgot Other Deeds, but it's not Other Deeds. 10KFT, not financial advice, guys, but a much less talked about project. There's quite a few items within the 10KTF collection that are essentially at all-time lows. So an entry into Yuga, you've got the Bored Ape Kennel Club, I think around like friggin' 10 ETH now. You got the trial of Jimmy coming up. I think we've got a mint around the corner. But the 10K FT is a entry into the Yuga ecosystem. There's really, to my knowledge, not been anything announced officially on like how this is actually going to integrate with the existing products within Yuga. But come on, man, like they're digital wearables that brand with, I think there's about 17 different blue chip collections. So you buy the digital wearables, right? They got socks, shoes, helmets, weapons, gear, whatever. And you go into the portal, you take the gear, you take your blue chip asset, and it meshes it together in this beautiful sequence of you creating your branded assets. And where would it make sense to use digital wearables in the Yuga ecosystem? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Chris, there's still a great entry point, man. I think the floor on those guys is like 0.09.
Ooh, that's alpha. That is definitely alpha. What do you want, Enzo?
Thanks for saying it like that. But dude, I don't know if you guys have checked out the website for the upcoming mint for Jimmy's, but apparently there's a sewer pass that Walker and Jordan are both gonna get for free because they have Macy's. So Jordan and Walker, if you guys are not gamers and you guys don't have the time to pass the game that's gonna be on the website, if you guys haven't read the website, apparently you play this game and the person with the highest score at the end of 3 weeks gets rewarded something. I'm not sure what it is, but if you and Jordan aren't gamers, I like to game a little bit. Throw me the sewer pass. I'll game for you, and then we'll split whatever the reward is.
Whoa. You come up in here trying to get free. I tell you what, Enzo, there's hierarchy for where the game passes go. But no, it's actually a really good idea. I saw that too. It's the game where you gotta you go down, or you're spinning around a circle and you gotta not don't hit debris, right? And it times you on how far you can go. It's they have a lot of these in mobile version, so I'm sure you'd be amazing at it. Maybe I'll talk to Jordan, see what we can do here. How much is the pass, Walker?
So now what Chris is trying to do is he's trying to weasel his way in between this deal as the middleman. So that's very cute. But we'll definitely figure it out. We got to utilize that, take full advantage. We need to be repping Metatope on the leaderboard. Let's go. And it's a really cool process. I mean, I'm constantly just absolutely buried in work, so I don't get to spend as much time. By the way, guys, we were talking about mutant hounds earlier. For anybody, I don't know exactly what's going on, but I know there was some sketchy stuff going on earlier. Be very, very careful right now. Check their Discord. I don't know yet, but it looked like there was a bunch of one of ones essentially that were being falsely minted. So just be really careful, because if that was the case as it appeared, then probably the smart contracts were being tampered with. Either a backdoor was vulnerable, or that's probably it. That's probably all it was. Just a little backdoor vulnerable. It was allowing somebody to mint new tokens that weren't authentic. And I'm sure those guys are going to take care of their people, because again, man, it's about who's behind the projects. Is the team going to show up, be accountable, and continue to lead the way? And I have full faith that the Mutant Hound team will do that. Lior, is one of the leaders at that project, and he's an absolute legend. But nonetheless, be careful right now. But to my knowledge, that's the first skill-based mint that I'm aware of. I participated in something on Cardano with the Dead Pixels, which was a really cool gamified process, but it was more luck than skill, because it was just a ticker that ran through the assets. You could see what assets were coming up. Everybody was looking at the same thing. They're clicking the button. It was just absolute freaking mayhem. But yeah, really, really exciting. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And if it's skill based, I'm screwed.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely need Enzo. You know what? I think we'll make that pass happen. We need the young fingertips that that are just moving in rapid speed. I mean, there's people now in these video games like GTA that are able to solve puzzles my brain can't even comprehend. And I used to play a lot of video games, so I guess I'm losing the touch.
So look, no pressure at all, Enzo. Please feel free to say no. If you say yes, let's keep it PG-13. But I heard you went through an event last week. Would you like to share that?
Oh, geez.
I mean, I'm pretty sure most of the people here know what happened. All of them have kind of contacted me about it. But yeah, last week Shelly and I got robbed a few blocks away from from where we live, actually. And thankfully, we were able to get all of our stuff back. The only thing we couldn't get back yet is Shelly's phone. But yeah, it was not the best week for us. Shelly lost her passport in that scenario, and unfortunately, she fortunately she was able to get it back because yesterday we had to go to migrations because she is actually starting her citizenship, her Uruguay citizenship, so she needed her passport. And thankfully, a day after everything happened, a lady found it right next to a trash bin and gave it to the police station. And thankfully, I was going to the police station to print out the police report. And at the same time that I was arriving, the passport had just gotten left there. So thankfully, that was one of the most important things because we needed that in order to do her citizenship yesterday. So and then we got our scooter back, which we had just bought like 4 days before. And yeah, other than that, the only thing that's missing is her phone and my phone. But yeah, everything's good. Nobody got hurt. It's just things that happen. You know, like we don't live in the best neighborhood in town. Um, but yeah, well, we got luckier than the person that went there 2 days after us. Unfortunately, a person came here on a cruise ship 2 days after that had happened to us, and they weren't so lucky. So yeah, we're pretty lucky that we didn't get hurt and nothing happened.
Man, we love you so much, Enzo, and dude, just absolute blessings that you guys are okay. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters, man. And I want to commend you, just on your morale, and your love for life, dude. Like it's really inspiring, and anything that we can do to support you, we've got your back, dude. And yeah, man, just so glad that you guys are okay, and even better, you guys were able to retrieve a lot of your things. So that is absolutely awesome, man. And then Chris, you're talking about the Yuga ecosystem. I left out a really important piece, and that's the layer twos that are stepping in. So again, I'm a little out of touch with a lot of like the announcements and the fresh word on the street, but from my understanding, the Mutant Hounds and the Applied Primate key cards, which have had a little bit of a dip over the past few days, those are going to be like layer two Yuga projects. To kind of like expand on, how that will look. I mean, for anybody that hasn't seen the Mutant Hound collars, again, be very careful. Saw some seem like nefarious things going on inside of the collection, but just go to their Discord, check out what's going on. Regardless, check out the art, absolutely stunning. And right in line, with the with the Bored Ape, with the Mutant Ape art style. And from my understanding, those are going to be usable inside of the other side. So this is like a really awesome moment, and almost think about it like ETH, right? And I think that's why they called it layer two, was to give that context, right? The polygon of Yuga, right? This lower entry, and this opportunity for them to scale their brand across far more people, and to give new applications, new artists the opportunity to come in and to share their vision inside of what this team has created. So that is really exciting, and I have full faith that Yuga is going to continue to create opportunities for newcomers to involve themselves inside of that ecosystem, right? I mean, a perfect example is the mint that's coming up, because yes, like as Enzo and Chris spoke on, the individuals who hold the assets are going to get a mint, but also I believe that users can win a mint, right? But from the skill based system, that you have the opportunity to come in as somebody who doesn't hold any of the assets and to get a mint, to participate in that. And I think that is so awesome, to give people opportunity, not based off of status, not based off of monetary, but based off of participation and willingness to involve themselves. So I'm really excited to see and to welcome the newcomers into the Yuga ecosystem.
For sure. I'm actually bringing up Queen Booger. Let's get Queen Booger up here from StarLine.
Booger, booger!
All right, there we go. Trying not to make sure I do it nice and slow, so like Twitter doesn't rug it.
You can pick your nose, you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your friend's nose.
Well, welcome aboard, Queen Booger. What's going on? All right. They were just so captivated by your quote there. Yeah. So I'm sorry, I was blanking out here for a second, trying to figure out if I messed up getting on stage, but everything looks good. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, that pretty much covered our agenda today. I mean, do you want to talk about anything else, Walker, on like anything regarding Metatope?
I just want to say thank you for everybody that's here, and just know, man, we are building some really awesome solutions, some great technologies that are going to be very fun and exciting. We're going to have announcements coming in very soon of the public release of the application. And yeah, guys, go in, follow the main account, take a few seconds, sign up for the Tope list. It's pinned on the profile, and that is going to give you the opportunity to have first access to the technology, priority in our pre-sale, airdrops, giveaways, exclusive channels. The list goes on, guys. We are stacking value, and we want to bring the best. And all we ask you to do is just to be a part of it, man, and to help us grow. And I would love to take an opportunity for anybody that wants to come on stage. Ape, I see you've got your hand up. We'll go to you next. And again, just everybody in the audience, it's been an absolute pleasure. We're going to be here same time next week, bringing the heat. So don't miss it.
Let's go. What's up, Ape Star? Let's saw your hand was up.
I've been following you guys over at Metatope and keeping a close eye on what you're doing. Here in the future, my hope is that I can get the entire IVAC collection done by you guys so people can use their augmented avatars in their business storefronts. I'm focusing on becoming a strong project with IVAC. It's in the early stages. We're just getting it on board with us and we're just building it. But I really hope that moving on in the future, I can do that for the holders of IVAC. And I hope you guys will work with me.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's part of our long-term vision. I mean, we have 2 years of our roadmap is already planned out. And once we have our SDK built out and everything ready to go, where we can actually start doing like third-party collections at a larger scale, it's definitely going to be on the list. I mean, I don't see why not.
I'm signing up now. It's recorded, so you can't, no takebacks.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, it really is. That's the whole point of this rigging system is we're supposed to be able to create other projects as well. In our roadmap, it's got to be built, but that could be 3 months, that could be 2 years. We just don't know until we get there.
Well, I appreciate all you guys are doing. I'm in it for the long haul. I've been kind of piddling around in Web3 and doing NFTs since 2020. And so I'm not going anywhere.
No, for sure. And, a lot of these, it's really cool because like I'm seeing when we actually build out these rigs, like we see these ideas that we can, basically if we build an ape rig and there's another collection that can use the same rig, it's actually not going to take that much time. It's like having to take like a non-humanoid and like maybe make like a dog style, that would be like starting from scratch. So that's why it's like once we get everything in line, we're going to start with the our collection, the blue chips that we are already working with, and once we get into a position, we're going to be able to open that up to a larger scale. And I'd like to see your collection. I'd like to see my D-Gen tune. I'd like to see my Ute. I mean, there's a lot, and it's a journey that that is on it's part of our roadmap to do something of that caliber. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to see when we can do that, and really where where we're at when we're doing that and where the market is. I think this is going to be so interesting to see when all the companies that have made it through this winter and this bear. And I'm excited to see when like there's more computer vision developers come out of the woodworks, because they'll see the opportunity. And really, that's what we're looking for. If anybody knows computer vision, that's what holds a lot of us, a lot of our timeline back. So, that's just something to throw out there.
Well, I appreciate you guys, and thank you for giving me the floor today to speak to not just your community, but my own, and give updates. I'm here if you guys need anything. If I can help with anything, just reach out.
Thank you so much. It was always a pleasure to speak with you. Thank you for coming in so strong with all these amazing people, and we'll see you here next week.
Yo, Walker, real quick before you end it, I was just thinking of if we took Metatope's other side plot and then utilized the SDK kits and utilized like the 10KTF and Jordan's Mutant Hounds and the applied engineering and all Metatope and D-Gen tunes and Utes and all these NFTs that like we hold in our circle in our community, and kind of make like a Metatope HQ where on the plot of land that we own, you kind of build out like a central hub that you can not only utilize, the 3D voxels that and skins that we've built, but maybe there's like a room, and when you go into that room for free or maybe for Ape, I don't know, you can then go change your skins and on that plot of land. So it'd be like kind of like a changing room, and then like when you bring your character in there, you could essentially wallet connect it and change your NFT. But I just thought of that just randomly, and I figured that would be a dope thing.
Dude, I absolutely love that, Bermuda. It's totally the vision. Do you know, are there any like public docs on like integrating assets into the other side? Have they made any public statements on that?
Well, dude, I've been just buying up like clan, like other side. I own the Yugaverse.eth. I own other side University, other side clan, other side, all these different names, bro. So like, I'm just gonna have it set up where it like I'm gonna build some stuff like that. I don't care if other people are doing it. I'm gonna do it, and I feel like it's just gonna make sense. Like every week, you see it popping up a new project that's not part of Yuga, not part of other side, but attaching onto it in their own right. So it'd be a good opportunity for Metatope.
Love it, bro. Love it. Yeah, and it'll be interesting. Like, because like something like Decentraland, they have like a DAO based system where you submit your assets to a voting mechanism that then determines if they can be integrated or not. So, and if you get any updates or find anything, because I was just looking it up and I didn't see anything, and probably because like the other side hasn't been like released yet, they probably haven't even fully develop the tech stack to understand what integrations look like. But yeah, bro, I would love to hop on that train. Maybe that could even be part of our ApeCoin DAO proposal is helping build out those assets for Yuga to use in the other side.
Yeah, I mean, this is an idea that I've had for a while, and then I just thought, maybe Metatope could use it too. But it's a powerful tool for sure.
What's up, Bermuda? You just you you come on stage at the end of the night trying to spark some more conversation, huh? Come in here with ideas.
Come
I like it.
Come sneaking in real quick. I let the time I let the time get away from me, man. I was cooking up some potatoes and some steak and some freaking green beans, and I'm checking the time and flipping everything, and I'm like, oh shit, it's 6 o'clock. I was supposed to jump on with these guys at 5 o'clock. So I'm happy to get the tail end of the night, but I know we'll maybe run back another space tomorrow, if not definitely 5 o'clock next week, Thursday. So if you guys got to run, all good. If not, I'm here to vibe. Either way, doesn't matter. The vibes are great. The vibes are immaculate. Mini bull run is back. It's looking like. Who knows if for the 10th time we're going to go up and then just massively drop, or this is sustained and we've kind of bottomed out. But it's nice to see kind of, the community sprouting back up, and a lot of new integrations kind of coming to the table. Some of these mutant hounds on the timeline have been pretty awesome. I saw somebody got a mega one. So it's been fun. It's been fun to watch it. I'm excited to see what 10KTF does this week. And then we got the games going on next week. So I don't know, Walker, you and Jordan going to be gaming it up or what?
That's what we were talking about earlier. I think I'm gonna vote for Enzo. We might have to do like a internal voting system to see who's the best gamers. Maybe we'll even have to go against each other in a practice round to see who's gonna actually. We'll make it a competition internally. How about that?
Yeah, I've been a gamer every day since forever, but the problem is it's mostly been on like console, not PC. So my clicks might be a little dusty. We'll see what my clicks are, but it's gonna be something super serious. A lot of these guys, I'm thinking they don't have the time for it. So a lot of these guys aren't gamers. So this is, if there's ever a time, man, play to earn is here. This is our opportunity to do it. We'll see what happens though. I'm just happy that it's not like the last game, man. I was staying up till 4 a.m. in the morning. I was top 200 in the world. Go to bed, you wake up, you're in 600 place. You're like, oh man, why did I even sleep? Like, what the hell happened? So thankfully with this one, it's not a cumulative grind. It's just the top score. So if you just kind of lock into the zone and you do good and you get a good number up there, that'll really boost everything up.
Do you know what the game is, Bermuda?
Yeah, I mean it's in their thread. It's they even showed a short GIF of it. You're in a submarine going through the sewer, trying to get a key.
Yeah, so you gotta like dodge the stuff coming at you pretty quickly.
Yeah, think like Temple Run, but like, a bunch of monkeys and apes in a submarine in a sewer dodging. Imagine the smell, right? I don't know.
Dodging turds.
I mean, if we were smart, we'd go to like the nearest like university and hit up their like gamer division and just get one of the best in the leagues.
Yeah, I think quite a few people are gonna lose their assets. I saw a lot, but we're gonna see it again. A lot of people, like I've mixed reviews, right? Like I've like one side of it's like, oh, this is great. You'll have pro streamers that are streaming this. Like people are gonna pay their way to victory because they don't have the time, so they're gonna hire somebody. And the other side of it's for me is like, well, if you have your asset and you don't have time and you sell it to somebody that isn't part of the community and they come into play, that's great. But something just rubs me the wrong way about having somebody else play for you. I mean, that's almost like there's a March Madness style gaming tournament, Bored Apes, Macy's, everybody's allowed to come play. And, you're starting your first bracket. You sit down with a bunch of the Bored Apes, and then they go, wait, hold on. We got Tfue and Ninja. They're gonna take our spots. And then you go up against those guys instead. It's like the authenticity of it kind of goes out the window a little bit when you hire, some streamer or some gamer to do it for you. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of that, to be honest, but will it help the ecosystem? Sure. Will it get more eyes on it? Sure. Is that what we kind of want long term? Sure. I just, as a gamer, like, I feel like this is like my time to shine. And if I'm going to join a tournament and, you're going to bring in a couple of ringers last second, We'll see. You know what I mean?
Couple ringers, huh? We get the couple ringers coming in here. Oh, excuse me. I'm only Ninja. Yeah, I mean, it would be pretty bogus. I personally think like it should be like, but what if what if you're partnered with like Tfue on a project and you guys have it, right? What if he plays for himself?
That is just how he literally just blocked me. I wasn't gonna say the C word, but he blocked me for sure. That's what he just did in that sentence.
Wait, what happened?
What do you mean?
I was telling you that either Jordan or Walker could give me one of their sewer pass, and that's technically what Bermuda was talking about, was giving somebody else the pass to play for you to win. He literally just sewer pass blocked me.
I mean, look, it doesn't
And
matter what
the
I
key,
say.
the
Doesn't
key
matter what I say.
difference.
People are still gonna do it. I'm not gonna look at you guys any differently if you do it that way. I'm just saying it's kind of like bullshit. But at the same time, if you do it and then you get a rare item and you make an extra 20 grand and you pay the person, $500 to do it, or do it for free, even at that, then financially it makes sense. I get it. I'm not saying that. And thankfully they changed the system from last time. Last time you were able to just have people log into multiple different wallets at the same time. It was all messed up. So they're getting better with it. And I think like they've even announced in their FAQ that they know that that's going to happen. But the way that it happens is that, Enzo, if you get a higher score for Jordan, that's connected to your wallet, not Jordan's wallet. So he can send the pass. You can send the pass back to Jordan. It doesn't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? So you now have the higher pass, and it's connected to your wallet, which means if you're going to claim, you have to do it from your wallet. So like little things like that.
What if it's from like a burner wallet?
Doesn't matter. If it could be a burner wallet or not. Whatever wallet gets the high score, the NFT is connected to that high score in that wallet. So wallet A gets a high score of 10,000, and then you send it to a pro gamer, wallet B, he gets a high score of 100,000, and then sends the pass back to wallet A. The high score is still 10,000 on wallet A, and if you send the NFT back to wallet B, then the score is 100,000. So it's connected to that wallet.
So my question is, in order to claim the prize, will I have to hold the NFT, like the sword pass, or will I have to hold the high score? Because at that point, can't I just, like, if I'm really, really good at the game, can't I just make a wallet, get the high score, and then send the sword pass to another wallet and get, like, the second high score, and just keep doing that on and on and on, and
No.
I just claim it? Like, how does it work? Will I have to hold one of the
because
passes?
there's only one sewer pass in that scenario, right? So when you claim it and you burn it, which wallet are you going to claim and burn from?
Okay, yeah. Okay, got it. Understood.
Yeah, because whatever wallet you claim and burn from, you're claiming and burning the score on that specific wallet.
There's a lot of claiming and burning going on here. Enzo, let's get the giveaway out of the way for us here.
While we do that, I also wanted to define something here. The key difference, Enzo, in what Bermuda was explaining and what you were explaining was he was talking about good players taking over the accounts, not amateur players as yourself.
Jeez.
Fair enough.
Oh
Fair
my
enough.
gosh.
Before we continue, I do have one question. Misty, do you want me I have the Twitter picker pulled up already. Do you want me to do the one for you guys also, or are you doing that?
I already did the one in my Discord. I gave the NFT out yesterday. Because our Discord competition was to share and retweet and do all that, but I can do another one if you'd like.
Up to you guys. I already have the winner for our $25 giveaway that was pinned up to the top. And the winner is unlucky.eth, who is currently in the crowd right now.
He's got it. Mr. Unlucky.
And he was
gonna be
currently
lucky. Come
lucky
up.
today.
Get up here, Unlucky. Where's he at?
And yes, please, if you'll do the one for the space as well, that would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, I can redraw and do the one for the space for you guys if you want.
Hold on. We got Mr. Unlucky is not accepting. Oh, yeah, we got a heart. We got a heart. He's here. All right, Mr. Unlucky, you win. A second heart. All right, you guys up here don't win because you're hearting. It was making sure Mr. Unlucky down there was alive. All right, cool. What's next, Enzo?
All right. So, do you want me, Misty? You wanted me to do the one for the space tonight?
I think that's what she said.
Okay, awesome. Then the one for the space is Exhausted. I'm pretty sure he's in here, or there's just 3 or 4 people with the
Yep, I
same
see
PF.
Exhausted. Let's see here. We have invited Exhausted to speak, or he wants to put a little heart or a thumbs up or something.
If I'm not mistaken, Exhausted won 3 weeks ago also. So he's getting pretty lucky with these. Twitter
We
picker.
have Exhausted. Welcome up, Exhausted. How are you? Got a couple of hearts. Fantastic. So, thumbs up if you can't speak. All right, there we go. Congratulations. Well, you won a prize. Enzo, what did Exhausted win?
So Unlucky.eth won $25 in ETH. Exhausted, if I'm not mistaken, won a IVAC and IVAC NFT.
Sheesh. Damn, that's a good. Hold on, I should have been in that. How did you get? I didn't even know about that raffle.
Got to look at the
pin. Hey, pin something to the top, ApeStar. If you can, if not, I'll go find the collection. It's all good. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and close this down. Appreciate everyone hanging out here this Thursday. It's a beautiful evening down here in Tampa. Hope it's beautiful wherever you are around the world. Thank you for everybody stopping by. Congratulations to the 2 that won the giveaways. Thank you, ApeStarLine, for coming in and spitting some awesome content and knowledge about what you're involved with. I'm super excited, as Walker said as well. That's going to be great. And I really like the direction you guys are going with, like I said before, utilizing Perfect World as a great tool for knowledge. So, yeah, thanks everybody for coming in here. I think ApeStar wants to say goodbye. Let me add them back up.
I got rugged right there at the end.
Oh, yeah. Typical Twitter, right?
Well, we are under a tornado watch, so I apologize for that. Congratulations to the winner, and thank you for doing the drawing.
Sure. Exhausted one here on the stage. ApeStar, do you want to say any closing thoughts real quick before we dip out?
Go sweep the floor for Island Voyage Ape Club.
Cool. I'll definitely take a look at that. I'll definitely take a look at the collection. So, all right, guys. Thanks everyone again. Join the Tope list. Take a look at ApeStarLine. Sweep the floors. Let's go. Have some fun tonight on a Thursday. No drinking and buying NFTs. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cyberpunk. Yeah. I mix my ETH with Polygon Pythagoras. MetaMask. Yeah. Crypto cash. Yeah, I seen the metaverse through Metatope, my eyes a megaphone. Customize my empty skin to optimize my flesh and bone. Phase 1, evolution, revolution. Smart contracts inside your smartphone. Phase 1, evolution, revolution. Help me ET's phone. Full body markerless motion capture. The metaverse broken after the Metatope golden era. The whitelist still open. Hurry up, what you need, golden chariot. Holy virgins that's holding cherubims, paving the road with fairy dust. Create the avatar of your wildest dreams, yeah, and use it inside your live stream, and on your metaverses, favorite games and widescreen. Metatope, visualize your digital ID. I seen the metaverse through Metatope, my eyes a megaphone. Customize my empty skin to optimize my flesh and bone. Yeah, Metatope is your mirror to the metaverse. Yeah, I seen the metaverse through Metatope, my eyes a megaphone. Customize my empty skin to optimize my flesh and bone.